I'm so happy to be back with another video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you guys are excited. I have a lot going on, as you guys can tell, because I have a lot that I want to share with you guys. And this is just how my brain works. I constantly have many projects and ideas going on at the same time. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First of all, happy Easter. I hope that you guys had a wonderful, amazing weekend. And in honor of Easter, we have my little jelly cat here with us. My very sweet boyfriend got me this beautiful little dog for Easter, and I will share a picture with you guys here in the video because I left him in the car. I took him with me. We went on a camping trip, and it was beautiful and it was amazing and so inspiring and rejuvenating. Few things refill my cup as much as camping or spending time in nature. His name is Comfy, and he's in the car, but in his place, we have my little jelly cat. I don't have a lot of little stuffed animals, but I do have a few that my very sweet boyfriend has gifted me. And this little guy is one of them. So he wanted to say hello and wish you guys a wonderful day. So he's going to hang out with us right here. But in this video, I wanted to share a whole bunch of things with you guys. So I finished reading one of the books that I said I wanted to read for April. So I want to do an update in my reading journal that I have here. And then I wanted to share with you guys reading spread from my previous commonplace book that I really like also, which is very simple, to give you guys maybe an idea if you're looking for something simple. So we'll do that. And I love note writing and letter writing. So this is my Love Notes notebook. And I thought that I could share with you guys my process for writing love notes in order to manifest. I love writing love notes in general. I'll write them to my boyfriend. I'll write them to friends and family, little notes. And then I also write them to the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And I thought I would share that with you guys. So I thought we could do that, and I have a little envelope for that. And then I thought we could make my to-do list for today, since I have so many things that I want to get done today. So I thought we could do that. So do a little bit of planning together. I have my pen for that. And then I have a few other goodies that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you enjoy. And if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any videos. I upload videos every Tuesday. I just uploaded my first silent video, which just has captions in it and no talking because I had a cold, but I also really enjoy silent videos. So let me know what you guys think. If that's something that you like, I can definitely do more of those. I will link it down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So one thing I wanted to share with you guys are these t-shirts that my boyfriend got me. I love Alice in Wonderland, and I love the Cheshire Cat. So here we have him, and it says, let's see, this is a shirt, and it says, "We're all mad here." And I love it. I think he's so cute. He's so adorable. And I love this shirt. And then he also got me this other t-shirt, which is also very cool. I love the sun. Neon green is my favorite color. And yeah, it just feels like the perfect t-shirt for going to the beach, going to the pool, going on a picnic. And I actually wore this one already. I wore it yesterday. As soon as he gave it to me, I threw it on because it's so perfect for summer, and I love it. So yeah. So those are two definite favorites of the month already. I can't wait to film a favorites video to share with you guys, my favorite things for April and for spring, because I have been loving so many things. Another thing I just got is this book. It is Mary Kay Andrews' The Santa Suit. And it looks amazing. It looks very sweet. It looks like a sweet rom-com. And I am excited to read it for Christmas in July. So I'm going to be saving it for that, but I wanted to share that with you guys. Also, in the previous video that I was talking to you guys about, the silent video that I just filmed, which I will link down below, I shared with you guys some awesome books and magazines that I thrifted. One of those books is on mixed media, and I love the use of unconventional supplies in artwork. So I love thread and beads and just things that you wouldn't traditionally use in an art piece. And that book talks about that, and I can't wait to read it. And I got some beads because it inspired me and got me excited about making, some art pieces. So I will be using these in an upcoming art piece, and I'm really excited about that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in me sharing that process or just showing you the final piece. But yeah, I got these beads for that. And then over here I have these comics, and I've never really been huge into comics. When I was little, I would read like Little Lulu. My dad would get me these beautiful like Little Lulu. They were comic books, and they were amazing and the most beautiful, gorgeous thing ever. And it still hurts me that I lost my favorite one. I have no idea where it went. I kept it since I was a little girl, and anyway, I don't know where it went. But I have these comics. My boyfriend and I went to a comic shop, and he got me a Catwoman, like a vintage Catwoman comic, which is so beautiful, and I have to go find it. I have it in a storage container because I don't want it to get damaged. And so then I got him some comics, and I got some for me. So I got these two for me. This one is Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries Racing Back into Action, which I think is so cute. And I love reading things that I normally wouldn't read, or looking at things I normally wouldn't look at or watch, because I find it really, really inspiring. I feel like it breaks like our mental barriers and allows us to step outside of like those set parameters that we've established for ourselves. And it allows us to just step outside of the box, and it motivates us and inspires us to create different things. So this is a comic, and I am really excited to read it. I think it's going to be really cute. I used to watch Scooby-Doo when I was a little girl. I always liked Batman also when I was growing up. So I thought this one would be really sweet. And then I also got this one. This is just a Batman. It says Batman 89. And this is what this one looks like. Again, not something that I would typically read, but I'm always open to looking at new things and reading new things. And yeah, I just think this is going to be a lot of fun. So I will be reading these, and I wanted to share those with you guys. I think these are really cool, and I'll share the Catwoman one once I get it out of the storage container. I also, in a previous video, I also shared a few books that I bought, and this was one of them, and I've really been loving it. I've been reading it, and I've been taking it with me, but the edges, like the corners, have been getting damaged because it's such a big book that it's so easy for it to just, bend and get damaged. So I'm not going to take it with me anymore because I like annotating and I like writing in my books, but I don't like my books getting like torn and damaged. So I'm just going to leave it here, but I've really been loving this book. So I wanted to share that update with you guys. I will also share that video down below. And I am super excited to finish reading it because, like I said, I recently bought even more books that I shared with you guys in the last video. And I am so excited to get into those books. So loving this book, can't wait to get through it so I can get started on the new books. And then I also mentioned in a previous video that I wanted to do more coloring. I find coloring to be very relaxing, and I find it to be very different to actually creating an art piece. You don't have to sketch. You don't have to, it's a very relaxing process. It's literally for me just for relaxation and fun. And I really enjoy that. So I said I wanted to do more coloring, and I colored in 3 pages that I wanted to share with you guys. So this is one of the pages. Well, this one I colored it in March. And let's see. This other page, I just colored it in on the 19th. I finished it during our camping trip, which was so much fun. I'll share some pictures with you guys here in the video. It was incredible. I had such an amazing time, and I did so much art. I actually worked in my sketchbook, and I just did some coloring for fun, and I read, and it was a very nice and relaxing weekend. But yeah, so I colored this page with Prisma colored pencils, and I really like that one. And then I'm trying to find another one that I did. I also did this one in March, which I think is so cute. This little guy, he's writing love notes, and I love that because I've always loved writing, and I've always loved writing notes and love letters and poems and songs and stories. And so this little guy reminded me of me, although he seems to be sad because he's drawing a little broken heart. But yeah, I just thought that one was really cute. I did this one with the Prisma acrylic markers. And let's see. I also colored this page in April, and I colored this one with some old Crayola markers that I had. They're like the Colors of the World markers, which the colors are beautiful, but I don't know if these are just worn out and dried out, which I've used them like twice, but I don't know if maybe they dried out or if maybe it's just, they're just not that great. So I had a really hard time coloring my little mushroom, but it kind of gives them like some texture, so that worked out. And then I just used my Prismacolor for like the green. But I colored this page because this little teddy bear was writing love letters, and so fitting for today's video because we're gonna write a love note to the universe. But like I said, I've always loved writing and expressing myself through words, and so I thought this picture was perfect and so sweet. And so I showed it to my boyfriend, and he was like, "Oh, that's so sweet." And he was like, "So who's this?" And I was like, "Oh, that's me, and I'm writing you a love letter." And he was like, "Oh, where am I?" And I was like, "Oh, you're at the farmer's market getting us some veggies." And he was like, "Well, can you draw me in the picture so I can be with you?" Which I thought was really sweet. He's amazing. So I drew him here. So this little bear isn't part of the picture of the drawing, like of the original drawing. I drew him in here, and so now my boyfriend is here. He's getting home from the farmer's market with our lunch, a bunch of veggies and fruit, and I wrote him a love letter that I'm about to give to him, and he's waving at me from below our house, our mushroom house, to let me know he's home. So I'm about to go greet him with his love letter. So that's that picture. And then I think I did I do one more? I guess that's it. I guess those are it. I thought I did one more. I started another one. Anyway, this one I did it a while back. I like to date them to know when I was coloring. I did this one in January. I did this one also in January. I think that's when I got the book. And I have another one that I started. But yeah, I guess those are it. So some progress there, some relaxing coloring, which was a lot of fun. Okay, so I thought we could do some planning because I have a lot of things that I want to do today. So this is my Dream It to Life daily planner. And so up here, it's today's schedule. It says today's schedule. It has a space for the date, and then it has my top 3. It has a section for your top 3. Below that, it has a section for your to-do, so everything you want to accomplish in your day. And then on the side, it has an hourly breakdown, so which is very, very helpful for me because that way I have a more realistic view on my day than just creating a long to-do list, which is what I used to do before, and a lot of the things wouldn't get accomplished. most of the time because I had overfilled my schedule by overpacking it with things that I wanted to get done, but I just wasn't being very mindful of how long each task was going to take. And if you have 30 different things in a day that you want to do, and each of those things takes, an hour or 2 hours, we don't have 30 hours in the day. And you do have to eat and you do have to sleep. Also, I'm sure want to have a life and spend time with loved ones and pets and, do all that stuff. So this has helped tremendously. So now my daily schedule, it's very realistic and I get more things done. I'm more efficient and I don't feel bad whenever I don't accomplish 30 tasks that take 2 hours each in a 24-hour period, which is humanly impossible, right? So I'm going to get comfortable here. Today we are April 28, 25. And then my top 3 for the day. So I'm going to get you guys a little bit closer. Okay, that's better. So my top 3 for today are, I wanted to, number 1, record this video. So because this needs to be edited. So we're doing that now. So I'm going to go ahead and check that off. And then my other top priority for today is that I need to rehearse. So I need to get my music equipment ready for that. And then I also need to do some work online. So Dream It to Life. Admin work. Okay, so those are my top priorities for today. If those 3 things get accomplished, I have had the most successful day I could have possibly hoped for. And we are a third of the way there. So we're doing great. And then today I will be taking a shower. I want to go for a walk. I want to update my reading journal, which we're going to do in a minute. Reading spread, I guess. And then I also want to organize. And I wanted to get my nails manicure. And that is done. And there was something else I wanted to do. I also want to do some reading. And I already meditated. It's a daily morning activity. And I think that's it. Okay, and I also want to I want to make a smoothie. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to go over here and get started. So I know that if I want to go for a walk at the park, it has to be between 6 and 7 because otherwise the sun is just unbearable. So at 6 o'clock, and I'm writing crooked because I'm trying to stay in frame. So I'm going to go for a walk at 6, and then at 7, I'm going to have dinner. And then I'm going to shower at 8, which means I will read and relax at 9, and then I'll end up going to sleep around 11. Because we always watch a show or a movie together, my boyfriend and I. So that'll be movie with Boo and then sleep. I want to be asleep, you know, between 11 and 11:30. It's fine. So then, because I already have all these things in, so I have my walk, I have reading, I did my manicure, I know I want to organize, and I know that I want to make a smoothie, so I will make a smoothie before I go to the park. So I'll have a smoothie then, and then that's in, and then I will rehearse from 4 to 5. And then, so I have rehearse, and I have my smoothie. So that means that I should organize. I'm going to say organize. I'm going to say organize between 2 and 3, give myself 2 hours. And then, my admin work. So recording is going to take me 2 hours. And then, what else? Oh yeah, and then I wanted to do some admin work. So after I record, I'm going to jump into admin work for Dream It to Life. Okay, perfect. So we're recording now. We have our admin work scheduled. I already meditated. I have my shower in there. I have my walk in there. We're about to update our reading spread. I have organizing in there. I did manicure is done. And then I have reading and a smoothie. Perfect. So now I can get you guys a little further. So now I have everything organized hourly. And now I know that my day is full. So no more adding to my list. No more, ooh, you know, maybe I can work on an art piece, or ooh, maybe I can, I mean, obviously if inspiration strikes, I can move some of these things around, but I'm not actively looking for things to fill my day with because my day is already completely full. And like I said, my top 3, those are my main priorities. These need to get done. Absolutely. If these get done, then that's excellent, fantastic. And as much of this as I can get done, then even better, you know, because these are all things that move me in the direction of my goals and ultimately will help me achieve everything that I'm trying to achieve. So, all right, perfect. And then at the end of the night, down here is a space for today's wins where you can write everything that went well today. And that ends the day on a perfect note. I always come back to this list at the end of the day, and I will take a look. I will check off whatever got done. If I have any notes to add, I'll make little notes. If I need to move something for tomorrow, and then I'll start writing tomorrow's to-do list, already knowing that some of these things need to be done tomorrow. And then down here, I will write down everything that went well, everything that worked out. So, you know, spent time with boyfriend, had a delicious dessert, heard, you know, beautiful birds singing outside on my walk, got to pet, you know, a beautiful dog, or I saw a sweet cat on the street. I cuddled with my pets. Like, there are endless things to be grateful for. And there are always good things that happen to us every single day. It's just a matter of looking for those things and focusing on those things and making a conscious effort to celebrate them, the little things and the big things. And that's why this is here. So perfect. So this is done. And then what I also like to do is I will rip these pages out and I will take them with me. I always have I don't have it here with me, but my Dream It to Life notebook, the big one for spring with all the beautiful flowers. And I always have that with me because I take notes, because ideas come to me and I write things down. My brain is constantly working. So that is my second brain. So sometimes I'll rip this out and I'll stick it in there if I'm working on something. And then that way I can have my list with me at all times. I'll also take a picture of this and take it with me on my phone. But there is something very special about having something tangible that I write down. I mean, it's a proven fact that writing things down helps us to remember them better, first of all. Second of all, the simple act of doing this already got me closer to the life that I am creating. This is the first step. The second step is to take action. So yeah. So now that that is done, we can move on to our love notes. Okay. So let me pull you guys back a little bit so you can see. So this is my love notes notebook, and I love this notebook so much. Let me show you. It's double-sided, so it has two covers, and I love both of them so much. This one is just, they're both very sweet, but this one is just very vibrant. It's red, it's romantic, it's beautiful. And this other side is just, it's very sweet. I love it just as much. We have the little conversation hearts, we have the bouquet, we have the love balloon, we have chocolates, which I love. I have a love letter, which I absolutely adore. This beautiful teddy bear. So I love, love, love the cover. It is incredibly soft. And then this one over here, balloons, flowers. Like, this is like passion to me. This is romance. This is adventure. This is excitement. This is just life. It's just like infused with life. We have more chocolates because I love chocolates, kisses. I love romance and I love romanticizing life. So the idea with the Love Notes notebook is that it comes pre-designed. It comes pre-designed so that you can just write your love notes, because I've always done this, and I've always, like I said, I've always been a big writer, and I would always like decorate my pages or add little stickers or little doodles. And sometimes I didn't want to do that. So I would pre-make like pages in my notebook so that I could just go in there and write. And then I thought, well, why don't I just make a notebook that already comes with designs in it, and that is very, very beautiful and very aesthetic, and that inspires me and motivates me to just jump in and say what I want to say. And sometimes it's literally like a few words. Sometimes it's literally, today I'm grateful for this and this and this. Thank you, life, for my beautiful family. Thank you, life, for my amazing pets. Thank you, life, for so much health, for so much love. Thank you for so much, for giving me so much. Sometimes it'll be like a love letter to my boyfriend, like a love note, a poem, a song. Sometimes it'll be just a list of things that I love about him, and I'll make it into like a little square, and I'll put it in his car or somewhere where he'll find it. Sometimes it'll be like a little picture of us, and then it'll be just like a little writing of what we were doing that day. I had so much fun with you this day. I still remember, when we were in Paris, or I still remember, when we went to this, to this place for a date, or I loved the food at this restaurant, or I loved my flowers you gave me, or whatever, right? Sometimes it'll be a note to myself, to my younger self, to my future self. Sometimes it'll be to a friend or family, just a note saying, hey, I'm thinking of you. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I love you so much, and you're so amazing and so special and so wonderful. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being who you are. And thank you for being in my life and sharing your light with me, something like that. I also like to write notes and letters to the universe. When I'm manifesting, I will write, which is called like scripting. You can write as if. So something that you're trying to manifest, if let's say that it's a car. I'm so grateful for my beautiful yellow convertible, which is sitting right outside of my house. And I love going on drives and listening to music and taking the top down and feeling the breeze and the wind and just feeling free. And it makes me feel happy and joyful and excited. You know, I'm literally describing my car. But if that was something that you were trying to manifest, or it could be, you know, if you're manifesting moving to a different city. I'm so grateful now that I live in this blank, you know, city, and I'm so grateful for my life and my friends and the family and the people in it and the experiences that I get to live and whatnot. You can also write letters to like loved ones that have passed and just share with them, you know, updates, what you've been doing, what you've been thinking, things you want to say to them and share with them. You can also write letters to your inner child. I think connecting with our inner child is so important, and it's something that I love to do. So I especially love like the really sweet ones like this one, for like connecting with your inner child. Or if you have kids, you know, writing like a little note to your kids. And then, like if I had kids, I would write them like a note, and with something cute like this, and then I would maybe color it in, make it real colorful, and then I would put it like in their little lunch bag, or I would put it inside their backpack or something so that they could find it when they're at school, and they could read it, and just telling them like how special they are, how amazing they are, how they can do anything that they set their mind to, how much you believe in them, and how much you love them, and how grateful you are to have them. I would do something like that if I had kids. But yeah, so that was the idea of my Love Notes notebook, and I love it so much, and I use it all the time. I rip the pages out and I hand them out as notes, or for like manifestation and stuff like that. I will place them with my crystals. And I just, yeah, I really, really love this notebook. And you can flip it over. And you have all your notes here, and you can write notes, and you have more designs on this side. Yeah. So I love this notebook so much. I feel like half of the work is already done for me, which was the idea when I designed it. And I hope that you guys feel the same way. And I hope that you love it as much as I do. And thank you to all of you who have already purchased it. I hope that you guys love it and enjoy it as much as I do. I created it with a lot of love. I really love it. And I hope that you guys do as well. I will link it down below. And now, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to choose oh, this one is so pretty. I love this one. It reminds me of my boyfriend, so I'm going to give that one to him. So here I'm going to write a letter to the universe. And let's see. I'm going to do this one here. And you obviously don't need this notebook. You can write in a regular blank piece of paper. So if you want to go ahead and follow along, you can go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my letter to the universe. Okay, so here is my note to the universe, and I want to share it with you guys to hopefully inspire you to maybe do the same. I find this to be such an amazing tool, such an incredible spiritual practice to sit with yourself and sit with your thoughts and connect to something greater and co-create with God, with the universe, with your guides, with your higher self. Co-create the life of your dreams, because everything is possible and you can do anything that you want to do. And I honestly, truly believe that. I know that to be true. And I also know that we're not alone here. And I know that this place is too magical. And I've seen too many miracles in order to not realize and understand that there is something greater out there that is guiding us and that's protecting us and that's helping us to fulfill all of these dreams that we have in our heart. So I want to share with you what I wrote so that hopefully it inspires you and maybe motivates you to write a letter to the universe, to God, to your guides, to your higher self. And it really puts you in such an amazing, beautiful space of gratitude and bliss and joy, and of feeling like you're taken care of, and of feeling like you can release, you can relax, everything's going to be okay and everything's going to work out. And all of the magic that you're searching for is already within you. And all you have to do is allow all the goodness to happen and appreciate and enjoy all the goodness that's already happening within your life. So I have my, let's put my rose quartz. Okay, so I have my rose quartz here in right here with us. And once I'm done with the video, I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to place it with my rose quartz in an area where I have all my crystals, because it's a note for the universe. So this says, "Dear universe, I'd like to start by thanking you for all of the beautiful gifts in my life. Wonderful, loving parents, my amazing, sweet, kind boyfriend, so much love, so much health, and so much happiness. Thank you. As you very well know, there are many dreams that live in my heart, and I want to thank you in advance for helping me to make them all come true. I am truly blessed and grateful for your love and your help." And something as simple as that can truly change. It can truly shift your vibration, your energy, your perception, and put you in a state of happiness and bliss that allows you to receive all the good things that are meant for you. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that this was helpful. If you guys would like more videos on manifestation and the law of attraction, let me know. I would be happy to share more of that with you. But yes, so that was my love note to the universe. And actually, and I have this little envelope. So let's go ahead and rip it out. And let's go ahead. And then the back is also has designs, because I wanted it to be like a little envelope onto itself, you know? So if I didn't have an envelope, this would be it. I would just, you know, maybe add a little sticker or something, or like maybe I would there's like all these beautiful like shapes you can make. But anyway, you know, maybe I would do like something like this, like a little sweet envelope. Like to the universe. So that's why the pages are double-sided, because I wanted the page in itself to be like a little envelope. So I wanted you to be able to to just fold it and maybe, you know, add some tape or a sticker, or not even that, and just, you can give it that way, and it's already designed on the outside as well. But I have this little envelope that I want to place it in. I don't know if it's gonna fit. Yeah, it is. All right. And there we have it. And then we're going to write on here, with love to the universe. So, excuse my handwriting. I'm trying to stay within frame, but it's not about that. It's just about doing it and feeling the feelings that this creates, which is so much goodness. Like, there's so much goodness in just the practice of doing this, just the act of doing this, and the feelings that this generates within you. So I loved it. I had a blast. Like I said, I'm going to go put this over there in a minute, and now we are done with that. So, like I said, I finished reading a book, and I will insert a picture because I don't have it with me. I left it in my car. Like I said, we just got back from camping. So all the things that I took for camping are in the car still. But I wanted to share with you guys a book spread from, like, a real simple book spread from so this is from my commonplace, this is from my cozy notebook. This is a Cozy Dream It to Life notebook. And this was my previous commonplace book. And it's just so cozy and I love it so much. It's got this little cat right here napping on a bunch of covers. It's got a basket with blankets. It's got pumpkins, another little cat, more little cats. I have 3 cats, so these are them. And they're on top of a pumpkin spice latte. We have this little puppy here, with some pillows, more cats. Can you tell I love animals? Here's the cat that's stretching. And then here is just a little plant, and it's on top of like a wooden crate, another pumpkin, and some slippers. And anyway, I love it so much, and it's super, super soft and delicious and floppy. And this was my previous commonplace notebook that I was using. I will also link it down below. It is dot grid, and it's dot grid and grid paper. But the reason I pulled it out was because I wanted to share with you guys this previous book spread, because it's so simple. So in this book spread, all I did was I used some stamps. So these are all stamps. And then I added some stickers. These are just some happy planner stickers. So this one says hello fall, this little kitty, a little plant, a little leaf. And then I just wrote like the title, author, review. So here, that's when I read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, The Summer Cottage, Viola Shipman. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys to give you an idea of a super easy like book spread. I'm always looking for very, very practical ways to get these things done because I am very, very busy. I have 1.5 billion things going on all the time. So for any of you guys that feel the same way and that just want something not complicated that you can just do, I wanted to share that with you guys using stamps and stickers. Easy peasy, and it looks really cute. I really like this spread. And then this is my current bullet journal commonplace book, and it is beautiful and I love it. This one is just dot grid, and I love the flowers and I love the colors, and it feels magical, and it's perfect for spring. And I am obsessed with it. I will also link this one down below. And then in this one, we did my reading spread together in a previous video, which I will also link down below. And it is this one here. So for this one, I'm going to zoom you guys in. So for this one, all I used was happy planner stickers, and then I wrote on I wrote inside these stickers, book, author, date, thoughts, rating, and then I wrote April reads, and then that was it. Super simple, super fast. And I just did 3 because like I said, I'm very busy. So usually I will read between 1 and 3 books per month. And then if I wanted to add more, I left a blank page down here. And like I said, I created this spread in a previous video, and I will link that down below if you guys want to check it out. Super, super easy, super fast. So anyway, let's go ahead and update this. So I will insert a picture of the book that I just read. It's called Then Came You by Jill Shalvis. And it is, and it was so amazing, and I really, really enjoyed it. I had so much fun with it. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. So for book, it is Then Came You. And then the author is Jill Shalvis. And I finished it. Let me take a quick look at my calendar. Let's see. I finished it on the 25th. So my rating was 4 stars. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It did make me cry. There were some sad parts. Yeah, just, I don't like those sad parts. I don't like them, but I can see why she added them, and I think it's very good so that it can help create more awareness towards these subjects like animal cruelty, animal abuse. Hopefully, people will come out of reading something like that being more conscientious and kinder and better. People who need to work on that. But because I love animals so much, and I wish nothing bad ever happened to anyone, but especially animals or children, like, don't touch them. It made me really sad. And because of that, I don't know that I will reread it, but I did really enjoy it. It was really sweet. I loved the romance, and I love the characters. I love both characters. So yeah, it was a really good book. So yay. All right. So I went ahead and filled that in. So now we have 2 more. And I'm reading this book. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me share with you guys. I'll also insert a picture of this book because I don't have it with me. Because again, I started reading it. So it's in my car. Yeah. So it's this book right here. It's Love at First Sight. And it's by Anne E. Collins. And I didn't think I was going to like this book as much as I do. Like, this book is amazing. It's so funny. I am in love with it. I talked about it in the video where we set this up, where I shared with you guys like my TBR for April. The back cover, like the description of the book, sounded a little toxic to me. It's something about like spreading misery or something like that. I don't know, like getting back at someone by making them miserable or something like that. And that sounded really toxic to me. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's something that I'm gonna enjoy reading. But it's actually so funny. It's such a funny book, and I'm enjoying it so much, and I'm flying through it. So I know in the next video I'm going to be updating you guys, and we're going to be updating my book spread. But yeah, so that is that. Another thing I wanted to do was I want to add this envelope here because I want to add things. So here's another thing. So this is going to be a favorite absolutely for April. This is my new favorite chocolate. It is the most delicious decadent chocolate that I've tried in such a long time. And I love chocolate. I love chocolate. So it's pretty difficult for there to be like an incredibly delicious chocolate out there that I haven't tried. I have tried most of them. And my boyfriend got me this the other day. I'm pretty sure he's gotten me these types of chocolates before. I don't know if it was this brand, but he's gotten me like chocolate covered cranberries, chocolate covered blueberries, and those are all good. Very good. Delicious, in fact. But the cherry ones, oh my gosh. Like these were giant chocolates. Like they were like the size of a quarter, and they were fat and juicy and just so decadent. They were incredible. So I told him, this is now my favorite chocolate. You know, if he ever wants to give me some chocolate, which he very kindly does all the time, that I would love to get more of this chocolate. Yeah, these were amazing. Like, I'm going to look them up to see if they sell like a bigger container so that I can have them here and have them as treats. I also want to, like, I'm planning a picnic date with my boyfriend, and I want to take some of these chocolates along with like some cheese and crackers and all the good stuff. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys, but I want to add this little envelope here so that I can keep stuff like this. Well, and that's the thing. I don't know if this envelope is going to be big enough. Well, yeah, it should be fine because I also don't want to add too many things, but I have a few things that I want to add in here, like little things that I want to keep or maybe even put inside my commonplace book. But at the time, like you're in a rush, so you don't want to lose them. So I just like throw them inside my bag, and then a lot of them end up getting lost. So I want to have something here. I'm going to try this envelope. I have a feeling it might be a little too small. I probably should have gotten something bigger. And and I ran out of double-sided tape, like I shared with you guys in my previous video, which is why we didn't do it then. And I know I bought some double-sided tape. I went specifically to the store to buy double-sided tape, and I know I bought it, and I can't find it anywhere. It's hiding from me. But I'm not going to let that stop me. We're going to go ahead and go in with just this regular tape. So I think okay, I think I need more. I need a longer piece. Yeah, let's do that. So because this is not double-sided tape, this is actually just regular tape. It's called magic tape because supposedly you can't see it. But it's going to eat away at the space I have to use inside my envelope, and this envelope is already pretty small. But let's see. All right, so there's that. And then I'm going to try to take up as little space from my envelope as possible. All right. And I love animals, and I have several pets. So if you see pet hair, then that is why. And that's okay. They are more than worth it. All right, let's see. Okay. Yep, and we have some pet hair in there, but that is okay. Let's see if we can. Let's see if I can. Okay, change this one out. Okay. Okay. Oh, please, please, please don't take off my manicure. Please don't take off my nail polish. Oh, darn it, I got more pet hair in there. Okay. All right. So, I think that's good. I think that's good. I love it. I love it. All right, perfect. And now we can go ahead and take our new favorite chocolate wrapper, and we can put it in here. And then once I find my double-sided tape, maybe I'll add it into my commonplace book for the month of April. We will see. All right, loves, perfect. So I am all done. I think I shared with you everything that I wanted to share in this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you had fun. I hope that you're having an amazing month. Remember to take good care of yourself, to do things that fill you up and that make you feel good. I will leave all the links down below to the items that I shared with you guys. I will also leave a 30-day Skillshare trial down below, along with my class on Skillshare, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Skillshare is such an amazing platform because you can learn so much. If you're anything like me, I am constantly studying and working on myself and growing. And I love personal development. I love art. I love music. I love creativity. And there are endless amounts of classes on Skillshare. I have an art class up on Skillshare that will help you unleash your creativity in very simple, easy, and fun ways. And you do not need to have any art skills or previous knowledge about art. These are exercises that can be done by anyone, anywhere. And like I said, I will leave the link down below so you guys can check it out. With my link, you will get a 30-day free trial. And I hope that you will love and enjoy my class, and that it will help you and give you additional tools to help you along in your journey to accomplish all of the amazing things that you want to accomplish. I will also leave a link down below to the Dream It to Life community over on Patreon. You can join for free, and there are incredible things that are coming. I am working on some very, very exciting projects that I can't wait to share with you guys. Also leave all the social links down below so that you can go follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Pinterest. I would love to hang out with you guys over there as well. And as always, be sure to do things that make you happy. And I will see you guys next Tuesday for another video. Thank you so much for being here, and continue creating the life of your dreams. Bye.